is today? The 10th? Today's the 10th? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. And Jordan.
Yeah.
The building that Ted was talking about, that's the Elmadale Fire?
The old Elmadale.
Old Elmadale Fire, okay,
Low PUD bottom.
okay. I just want to make sure I get the right building.
Just check. Low PUD owns that building now, and that's, we have their,
On the bell.
this is director.
Oh, okay.
So their board was in favor of it,
Oh, okay.
and, came up with the idea for that stuff.
Got it, okay. And that's on Myers Street? Is that what they said? I think so, okay. I don't have to get that specific. It's okay. I did. Musical chairs. Ready to get started? Yes. Okay. All right, good evening. We're going to call to order the October 10th, 2023 meeting of the Oroville Parks Commission. Shall we take attendance?
I can do that. Commissioner Krantz,
Here.
Commissioner Jones. Here. And Commissioner Holt.
Here.
Perfect.
Thank you. Shall we do our flag salute? Please stand. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I just realized I have a packet.
So I wanted to do a little brief introduction. If you guys haven't met Audrey or Aubrey? Audrey. If you haven't met Audrey yet, she is our new commissioner, not chair, but commissioner for the Parks Commission. We are slim this evening. We do not have two of our other commissioners here, but we do have, I want to introduce you to, this is repeat information for Ms. Krantz, but we have with us our new community development director behind us. His name is Patrick Piat. Pyatt. I do it every time. No, I wasn't. Pyatt. And we did split those two positions. So we do have a new director of public works as well, who will be tending these as well. And we should have Wade with us this evening, who's the manager of our Parks Department. Just kind of wanted to touch base since we have a new commissioner with us. There's not a whole lot on our agenda this evening. I did just want to briefly go over our Adopt a Park program. So it's something that is always ongoing. I didn't mean to take over the agenda for you, but just to keep it short and sweet for you guys tonight. The Adopt a Park program is something that is ongoing. We, at one point, encouraged this commission to kind of adopt a park themselves as a commissioner, but it is meant for community involvement. So we have like the Exchange Club has adopted the Bedrock Park. We've had interest in our pickleball community. Once Hewitt Park is finished, they've shown interest in adopting that park. We've had interest in Rotary to adopt Rotary Park. But I just kind of want to bring that to your attention. It's something that's always ongoing that we feel is really important. Actually, one of our now council members was a park commissioner and made this program. It's just a way for community kind of ownership of a park. We love them because we all live here, but if we have someone that's kind of like overseeing them and, regularly planning events or cleanups, that kind of things on those parks is what we're encouraging for this Adopt a Park program. So I just kind of wanted to touch base on that program for you guys and say that we're going to be encouraging it more on our social media to adopt parks and to get involved. Student organizations, things like the Boy Scouts, things like that would be great organizations to adopt parks. So if you guys have any questions on that.
I think our names are not switched over.
Let's see if I can.
I could be Mr. Tamori for right now. It would be an honor. Well, you could probably just give an overview because I'm not sure if my fellow commissioners might have been aware that when we had the discussions before about getting local youth involved, I seem to remember, was there an issue with the high schools due to insurance? They could not oversee or approve a program that would involve anything through the schools, but if it were an organization like Scouts or something outside of school, like a club or something, was there some criteria there with insurance? It seems like I remember.
I feel like I vaguely remember that as well. We do have the capability of doing like volunteer programs because technically like our docents are under a volunteer program. But I vaguely remember that as well.
Right, because I think I remember we were talking about how different elective programs at both of the high schools would probably fall under the criteria of landscaping, gardening, that kind of thing, but it seemed like there was an issue with insurance, and that was our hesitancy too.
I don't believe we require insurance in that application, but I will make note and I'll look into that.
Okay.
I'm not, top of my head.
Okay.
Don't remember. I thought I fixed it. Maybe
Maybe it had something to do with the waiver.
I thought I fixed it, guys, but I don't think I did. So
I think it's okay.
Okay. Oh, we can clear here. Okay, I think this should be. So this item is just informational. I just wanted to bring it forward for you guys, that just to kind of get your wheels turning if you are involved, personally involved, politically involved, for this seat. If you're involved in any organizations, that would be a good fit for this. I kind of just wanted to get the wheels turning. This is just informational staff report, so there's nothing to vote on or anything to this evening. But just since we have a new commissioner, I kind of wanted to show her that this is one of the ongoing programs we have. Other things that we do bring to this commission are, if there's any park projects going on. Like right now, we do have the big grant going on at Hewitt Park. So we usually do a little bit of briefing of what's going on there. If we were to do any upgrades or landscaping, anything like that, any of the other parks, those are the kind of things that we got that are brought to this commission. So we can just move forward. The only other thing that I have is the backlog report, which is another thing that was encouraged by this commission. It's just an ongoing log of items that this commission likes to have updates on. So this is something that, unless you suggest it, you're not going to see it because we wouldn't know. So we have the ongoing Adopt a Park program on there, which is what I wanted to highlight tonight. Vandalism report, which is something that we give annually that I was hoping to have Wade this evening with us to give a little update on. And then ongoing website updates. If there's things like, Audrey, if you know for a long time that notice that your name is not on under there, let us know, bring those to our attention. Those kind of updates on parks, if hours ever get changed, if any park rules ever get changed, those kind of things, we want this commission to bring to staff's attention so that we can get it done in a timely manner. And then I have listed, which is kind of the ongoing fun project, is our Hewitt Park, the phase 2. So I don't know if Patrick wants to give any information on that one, but we do have, there's a lot of work going on over there, if people have noticed. We haven't done an official ground break per se, because all the work that's going on right now, we've been able to do in-house, which is big shout out to Wade's crew, our public works department. So we've been able to utilize them to get a lot of the groundwork, the leveling, bringing in, hiring, and the levels of the ground and everything like that. So we haven't put it out for bid yet. We are still waiting to put it out for bid. Should be soon. Patrick, do you know a date of when we're supposed to go out to bid? Okay.
Yardage, feet, all of that for the.
Right now we're looking at January, so we don't have an official date yet. But last we spoke with Melton Design Group, who's we're working for the design. We were looking at a January 2024 ground break.
I feel like it's probably
Okay.
because once
Late January, early February.
we get to council, we get.
Design group.
Yes.
That,
Yes, so we did apply for that grant. Sorry, I should have had that on one of my updates. So we're calling that the Feather River Parkway. We did get that application in, and we actually did receive a walkthrough from the state on the application. And we are internally working on a few edits. So to know if we receive that grant, it's probably going to be a few months before we hear back. But the fact that we did receive a walkthrough and that we're working on a few in-house edits is a good sign. So that is ongoing as well.
thank you for the update.
Yeah. Good memory.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So what is part of the phase that you want to ground break in January for Hewitt? What is included in that phase?
Okay, so that would be the beginning of the whole project. So
Okay.
this is a very big project. I can send you an update, probably an email update on this project.
Right.
It's been ongoing for a while. We got a very large grant funding from Prop 68 grant from the state. I want to say it was about a 4.2. I'm just ballparking, but I think it was a $4.2 million grant, and we used it to we're using it to renovate Hewitt Park.
Right. So the whole rest of the project is the next phase.
It's the pickleball, the
So
water
it's not broken
features,
into multiple
No,
more.
No, yeah.
The whole plan that you guys have seen, which I will email to you. It's a beautiful, or actually, it's right here.
Great.
I've seen about that much, but I haven't seen more.
Okay, yeah, I can always give you more information. With new commissioner as well, we could have Melton Design Group come in and do a presentation as well, kind of where we are in the project. That would be a really good update for everyone. But the ground break is for the entire, it's a one phase project.
Okay.
Because we do have that grant funding.
Okay.
So yeah, that does include pickleball courts, a new, like a lighted, like almost like turf field, some on-grade slides, a kid's splash pad, really, really great stuff for the community.
It's really going to be an amazing park. It's a fun project.
Yeah, it's a very fun project, and it's
That's not updated because there are 8 pickleball courts and some, yeah. But it's
True.
But it's close. It's going to be a good project.
yeah. It's a,
So the design they've presented, is it final, or is there still any input going on at all?
yes. So design that has come to this committee at one point is final now. We may have a few opportunities here and there to. I think we've like left a couple things out for like if we want like to bring in like an art feature, that kind of stuff. That'll later kind of come down the line to see where our funding falls. But there are a few opportunities for other things to come up that would be brought to this commission. Yeah.
So with the Feather River Parkway project, you said that you were looking at a grant. So what is going on with the project as far as, is it in any sort of design phase, or is it just in
So yeah, so
visioning?
we applied for the grant. It's called a trail. What is the grant? Trail programs. Trail.
The state trails, something.
Yeah, it's like trails program, something
Yeah.
like that. Sorry, I don't have the top of my head, but
I remember that.
we did apply for it. I wish I had the information in front of me so I could quote you dollar amounts, but and it stretches the whole way from Bedrock Park all the way down to the Nature Center. Yeah, and it kind of got whittled down from a grand master plan to something that was more competitive for the grant scope. So it's more of like a maintenance grant at this point, but it still really amplifies what we have and really brings it back up to what it should be down there. So it's a re-slurry of the whole path. It's lighting, it's signage, it's stairways that give you better access to get to the trail. It's maintenance at this point, but it's things that are need to be done. The new overhang, the current overhang that's kind of in shambles, that would be redone.
They're also correcting a flooding problem that's going on, right? We're lifting
True.
up one section that has a flooding problem.
Yeah. So if you've ever walked it, you know exactly what we're talking about. And yeah, all those things we're looking at addressing. So that's another one that is, like we said, something we applied for. So we're not sure if we're going to receive or not, but the fact that we had a state walkthrough is very encouraging.
Okay, well, I guess we're on to commission reports.
Yeah.
And I have a report from the Art Commission. So some of you, because we were running a little bit late, might have heard part of the Art Commission meeting just before this meeting started. And it was a really great discussion and lots of really wonderful proposals for our NOFA grant. And so we are considering murals at the old Madeo Fire Station that would be highlighting scenes of Oroville's natural beauty like Feather Falls, the lake, trails, etc. The light project at the Green Bridge, and it would be a contribution in addition to all of their fundraising, and then also some sculptures that would possibly be placed at the roundabout. And we seem to be leaning towards wanting some clarification on design and placement for some salmon. And so we are going to pick up that discussion at a future meeting. Okay, is there a future agenda item that anyone would like to request? No? Do we have a backlog report?
We briefly went over it, just a little, sorry. If there ever are agenda items that you guys would like to see, that's something that you can always email myself or Patrick about as well. So if it's a thought that is in the middle of the night, email me tomorrow if things that you would like on the next agenda. But our backlog report is another thing that I briefly went through, but if there's items, we probably should add the trail project to that. But these are just ongoing items that we briefly cover at this commission. It's just a glance that you guys can see that they're ongoing or that we're currently working on them. Adopt a Park is always ongoing. Vandalism report we give annually. That will be given when Wade joins us, hopefully at the next meeting. We used to have a more robust vandalism report for you guys, but since we've changed our system, our financial system internally, that's not kept the hours that they spend in our parks department working or cleaning up or abating vandalism isn't calculated the same as it was. But I did encourage Wade to still put together, how they are working on that and moving forward, the attention it still gets, because it's still getting attention. It's just not itemized in their clock in, clock out system anymore. So we used to present a whole grand, how many hours were spent on it. But it's still a very big focus for our parks department, something that's always ongoing. So that is something that Wade can give an update on at our next meeting. And then, like I said, website edits, always ongoing. It's always something that can be brought to staff's attention. And then we kind of went over the Hewitt Park update. So that's all I have on our backlog report.
I
Okay.
have one question.
Yeah.
Back about the fence. Was it gonna change the design? The fence for the lot?
Go
Fred
ahead.
said that he would be giving you a report at the next meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, we originally had it on this agenda, but I think there's still a little bit happening with it, so that he wanted to bring that to the next meeting. So there will be an update for you at the next meeting. We apologize about that.
It's getting close.
Yes.
Can you tell me,
I buy it all the time when I see it.
You're waiting for it to say
Yeah.
something happening? Yeah.
can you tell me what the Parks Commission recommendation was on the fence specifically?
It was brought to this commission for height and color of the fence, and which was brought to this commission, I believe, by the design commission or planning commission. I can remember, but it's been every commission at this point. We're crossing all of our T's and dotting all of our I's on this fence. And I believe it was, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you remember what the recommendation was? It was, I think it's still at the 8-foot or 6-foot fence.
It was
Argument between a 5 and a 6.
looked better in the black and the white. So that was,
I think it's going to be a 5-foot at its highest point and black.
So what did this commission recommend? Do you know?
I'd have to pull that.
Okay.
I'll
it's
look it
fine.
up.
I thought they might know. That's fine.
Okay, if there are no other items, we will go ahead and adjourn our meeting. Our next regular meeting of the Oroville Parks Commission will be held on December 12th, 2023 at 5:15. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.